Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this channel, I am going to discuss about some basic topics of pharmaceutical chemistry and which are also important for GPAT examination. Today I am going to discuss about the stereochemistry. So in the point of view of GPAT, stereochemistry is also an important chapter. Minimum 2 to 4 questions every year in GPAT came from this chapter. So in the first part of my video I am going to discuss about the basics of stereochemistry, and in the second part of this video I am going to discuss about the previous year question paper of GPAT which came from this chapter. So let's start the video. So the first thing is isomers. So what is the isomers? When two compounds are different but their molecular formula is same, that two compound is known as isomers. Isomers are generally of two types. One is constitutional isomer and another is stereoisomers, right? So what is constitutional isomer? Constitutional isomers are the compounds which have different IUPAC name, right? They may different with their physical property and chemical properties. Next we came to the stereoisomers. So what are the stereoisomers? What really means for stereo? Stereo indicates the direction, right? So stereo mainly indicates the direction and direction means the orientation. So when two compounds differ with their orientation of atom in the three-dimensional space, they are known as stereoisomers. So the arrangement of atom in three-dimensional space is known as configuration. So we can also say that they stereoisomers are differ in their configuration also, but they have identical IUPAC nomenclature, right? So stereoisomers are generally of three types: conformational isomers, configurational isomers and geometrical isomers. So what are the configurational isomers? When the rotation around the sigma bond is possible, then it is configurational isomers. But when the rotation around the sigma bond is not possible, they are known as conformational isomers. Next is geometrical isomers. They are basically associated with the double bond. When two similar group attached with the same side of the double bond, this is known as cis isomer, and when two different groups same group attached with the different side of a double bond, they are known as trans isomers. So cis trans is basically the example of geometrical isomer. The next term is enantiomer. What are the enantiomers? When two compounds are the mirror images of each other but they are not superimposable, they are mirror images of each other, they are known as enantiomers. Next thing is diastereomers. When two compounds are not mirror images of each other and they are not superimposable, they are known as diastereomers. Next we came to the mesocompounds. What are the mesocompounds? So mesocompounds are the compounds which have one plane of symmetry. They contains basically plane of symmetry. So this is the example for mesocompound and this is its plane of symmetry. The one half of the compound is the mirror image of the another half of the compound, right? So mesocompound mainly contains more than one chiral center but they are optically inactive. So this is an exceptional case. The next important topic is our sequence rule or CIP rule or the Kahn-Ingold-Prelog rule. It is a rule to specify a particular configuration. So how to specify a configuration? We detect the configuration by applying our sequence rule or CIP rule, right? So according to this rule, we have to number this four groups which are attached with the chiral center. These four groups we have to number these four groups according to their atomic weight, right? So we have to prioritize the group according to their atomic weight. So here among iodine, chlorine, bromine and hydrogen, iodine has the highest atomic number, then bromine, chlorine and last is hydrogen, right? So here iodine is the first priority group, second is our bromine, and third is chlorine, and fourth is our hydrogen. So from highest priority group we have to go through the second and third priority group. If this direction is clockwise, then it is R configuration, right? So here this direction is clockwise, but here we can also see this, the highest priority group is iodine, then bromine and then chlorine. But when I go through the highest priority group to the lowest priority group, the direction is opposite or counter clockwise direction. So here this is our S configuration and this is our R configuration, right? So when this configuration is in clockwise direction, we have this is the R configuration of this compound, and when it is the counter clockwise direction, this is our S configuration, right? Till now we discussed about the stereoisomers, different classification of stereoisomers, what are the conformational isomers, what are the configurational isomers, what are the enantiomers, what are the diastereomers, meso compounds, and what is sequence rule, right? So based on this topic we further discuss about the questions, right, which came in GPAT in the previous years. So here is one question which came in GPAT 2015, right? So let's see the question. It is what geometrical isomerism is possible in case of option number 1 is pentene, 2-pentene, option number 2 is pentane, 3 is propene, and 4th is ethene. So for geometrical isomerism there are two features which is needed. One is there should be double bond present in the structure, and two double bonded carbon must contain two different group, right? So let's see, in case of pentane it is not possible, right, because pentane is a saturated molecule, it does not contain any double bond. So in case of pentane this is not possible, so this is a wrong option, right? Next, in case of propene also contains double bond, but this carbon atom contains two similar group, right? So propene is also not possible. In case of ethene also contains two similar group with this carbon atoms, so ethene is also not possible. In case of 2-pentene contains double bond, and these two carbon atom contains two different group with them, so geometrical isomerism is possible in case of 2-pentene. So here 2-pentene is the right answer. Now coming to the second question which came in GPAT 2011. In an optically active organic compound, a chiral carbon has the following attached groups. Using the sequence rule, choose the correct order of priority. So we have to select the order of priority among these four groups. So according to the sequence rule, the highest priority group is which contains the more atomic number. So here all the four atoms which is directly attached with the chiral carbon is carbon, right? So we have to consider the next atom. Among these two compounds, these two groups, this carbon is attached with one carbon and one oxygen, but this carbon is attached with two oxygen, and we all know that the oxygen has higher atomic number as compared to carbon. So among these two group, this group has more priority as compared to this. So here Q is prior as compared to P, right? Now came to this two option, right? So here carbon is attached with the carbon with double bond, and here it is attached with the second carbon with triple bond. The triple bond has more priority as compared to double bond. So among these two, it has it is prior group as compared to this. So this is more prior. Now came to the options. So these two options are not possible because here P is the prior group, and we all know that Q is the highest priority group here. So this two is not possible. Now came to these two options. Here S is prior to R, and here R is prior to S. But here we see that S is more prior as compared to R. So this is our right option. Now coming to the third question. The following statements are given. This is a theoretical question. Among option Q is configurational isomers could be optically active or optically inactive, while conformational isomers are optically inactive. Here it is not true because conformational isomers are optically active. So the option number B is right option here because it indicates that Q is false. Now coming to the fourth question. It came in GPAT 2018. Which among the following correctly defines diastereomers? Coming to the option number A, this have the same magnitude but different sign of optical rotation. This is not true because diastereomers does not show different signs of optical rotation. Coming to the option B, non-superimposable object mirror relationship. But diastereomers are not mirror images to each other, so this is also not true. Now coming to the option C, this differ in all physical properties. So this is true about diastereomers because one of the property of diastereomers is that it has different physical properties. Now coming to the option D, separation is very difficult, but the separation of diastereomers is easy. So option D is also false. So the right answer here is option C. Now coming to the fifth question, which came in GPAT 2020. Propanone and 2-hydroxypropene are position isomers, rotamers, chain isomers or tautomers. Propanone, this is our propanone, and this is 2-hydroxypropene. Propanone and 2-hydroxypropenes both are in dynamic equilibrium with each other. The C double bond O converted into the COH, and this single bond converted into double bond. So these are in dynamic equilibrium with each other, and they are keto-enol tautomer of each other. So the right option here is option D, which is tautomer. That's all for this video, and I will be covering more questions in my upcoming videos. And please feel free to ask any question, any suggestion in the comment.